So for that reason, your GOAT, number one, ladies and gentlemen, is... So Formula 1 is finally back, and it is already shaping up to be a banger of a season. I'm recording this after the first race of the series, and Jesus, what a freaking race. I freaking loved it. I'm sure you all loved it. Now today, I'm just going to do my predictions. I'm a bit late to it. I just haven't got around to doing it, to be honest. We're going to make predictions. We're going to guess the championship. I'm sure you lot won't agree with me, because I'm going to probably be a bit different to you. We all have our own opinions. Come on. We're allowed and entitled to our own opinions. That's fine. So let me know what you think. This is what I think. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Right. Starting off we're gonna go bottom to top, all right? Gonna keep you in suspense. Who's gonna be the champion? Yeah. So last place, we're going to go with the little Logan Sargent. I mean, he's the rookie. He's in the worst car. Can I really put him anywhere higher? Probably not. Is he going to get points this season? Probably not. But he could see me wrong. So, well, we'll see what happens next, I guess. Just above him, I think Albon, his teammate, again, worst car. Albon is right. He's not a bad driver. He is probably better off in a better car, but obviously he stank when he was in Red Bull and that. So yeah, but he's done well. He's come back in Williams and he's doing well. So maybe he can prove me wrong. I think we go Hulkenberg next. He's a legend in the game, but he hasn't been in Formula 1 for a while and hasn't been stinking up the gaff last few seasons. Unless they can improve suddenly this season, then I don't think he's getting much more. I think, again, his teammate Magnussen, K-Mag, pips him, with his experience in Haas. I think then we put Zhou Guan Yu. He's still quite young and fresh into the season. Alpha is getting better, but obviously this is like their last season as Alpha Sauber. So it's a shame to see them go, but what a freaking livery they got this season, eh? I think then we put K-Mag 16th, because like I say, I think he'll outdo Hulkenberg, but Haas is still not there. They're just not performing, are they? So I don't think he gets much higher, to be honest. Just above them, I'm going to go Tsunoda. Yes, De Vries has lack of experience in Formula 1, but I think Tsunoda, where he's still young, he's a bit hot-headed, and with his new teammate, which looks like he's going to be really good, he's going to push him, and maybe he makes mistakes because of it, because he pushes too hard. Giggity, giggity. I think then we get De Vries, so I think it'll be close between these two. They're both young and getting into it, so I think we put both of them together. I don't think they get much better than that. And then just above them, I'm going to go with Bottas. Like I say, Alpha's mid-table. Bottas isn't too bad. But I just don't think they get much higher, really. Just above them, we're going Piastri. Again, youth, hasn't been in racing for a little while, hasn't been in Formula 1 ever. And McLaren are absolute hooning again. Like, they're struggling. I mean, maybe they get better towards the end of the season, but they're just still waiting to get better. So I don't think he gets any higher than that. Then we're going to go for Stroll. Now, Aston looked very, very good in the first race, but I don't think Stroll's got it. He's Daddy's boy, isn't he? He's not only in there because of his dad, but he is lucky to be there. I say that, like, he's a good driver, he's okay, but given a better car, I still don't think he performs. And then I think it's a toss-up between Ocon and Gasly. Which way round do we put them? Obviously, Ocon's been in the team longer, he knows well. Gasly, I think, is a better driver, but Gasly gets a bit hot-headed and he's fresh into the team, so we're going to stick that way round, I think. We'll stick like them. I think just above them, we go Norris, just because McLaren isn't up to scratch still, but Norris is still a good driver, so I think he picks up points and like gets some good points under his belt, so I think he does well. Then getting up to the tasty end, we go in Alonso. Now he's already got podium this season. Friggin' hell, like, how the hell has he done that? But he's doing well. So I think he gets more podiums this season, and I think he brings that team up. I think he does well. I don't know if he'll win. It will be very nice to see if he can. But with the Red Bulls and the Ferraris, if they're actually reliable and if they can frickin' do a bloody pit stop for once in their lives, I think they still beat them. Then just above them we go Hammer Time. You know, I think Woody still frickin' beats him. I'm sorry, Hamilton fans. I know there's a lot. I know I'm not being very patriotic, but I don't think Hamilton does well. Then I think we go Sainz. Again, Ferrari just aren't up to scratch, are they, really? So I think that's where he goes. Like, he's better than Hamilton at the moment. He's got a better car, but I don't think he gets much higher. Now we go for Russell. We go for Woody himself. He, again, beats his teammate. Maybe he's going to get some podiums, I reckon. If he's lucky, a win. But again, Mercedes aren't very good. They might get better towards the end of the season like they did last season, but who knows? Right, tasty end, top three. So in third, we go Perez. You know, he's always going to be number 2 to Verstappen. I don't think he beats Verstappen. And I think Leclerc's probably better driver than him as well. In fact, not probably. I think he's definitely a better driver than him. He just doesn't have the reliability because Bella Italia, Ferrari, shit. You can't say this shit, it's a Ferrari.
What on earth are you on about?
But yeah, Ferrari just, not doing well. Strategies terrible. Maybe with new management, new people at the top, maybe they do better. Who knows? I don't freaking know. But for that reason, we go Leclerc second. I want Ferrari to win. Don't get me wrong. I love Ferrari. I've always supported Ferrari the whole time I've been watching Formula 1 ever since I was a kid. Always loved them. But I just know the reliability factor. I know the pit stop strategies. Just everything comes into it. Leclerc has championship ability in him. He just does not have the car. The car is not championship ability. So for that reason, your GOAT, number 1, ladies and gentlemen, is Verstappen. Like, it's boring, it's probably obvious, but Red Bull have got the strongest car again. Verstappen is just blisteringly quick. That was very good English. I am sorry. And yeah, he's just all round a good driver. Gets a bit hot-headed maybe in certain situations, but that's all part of it. So yeah, I think he gets the hat trick. So well, that's my prediction of the championship. Now I'm going to put a few more predictions just into a folder so we can keep tabs on it. So obviously we think Verstappen's going to be the champion. That's quite obvious to say. We've already said that. Red Bull gets Constructors champion. I mean, based on the order I picked, they've basically got to get the Constructors, don't they, really? We're going to predict Alonso, yes, Nando's gets a podium. Definitely hasn't already happened. I think Woody gets another victory under his belt, maybe a couple if he's lucky. I think Carlos gets more wins under his belt, maybe a couple, maybe just one. I think he gets lucky results. And it's obvious to say I think Leclerc was going to get wins, but we don't need to put that down. I think Verstappen and Leclerc actually have a good title battle this season, and I think it comes down to the last couple of races. I mean, either Verstappen's going to run away with it or it's going to be close with Leclerc, but either way I think Verstappen gets it. I think Nick de Vries picks up points this season. I reckon he gets a few. He got some in a Williams, for God's sake, last season, so I think he picks up a couple more this season. We're going to go as far as to say Stroll gets a podium. If Nando's can do it, surely Stroll can do it. I mean, he's got the car too. He wasn't quite fit in the first race. I mean, maybe with a bit of luck, maybe Ferrari being unfortunate again, maybe he sneaks into third. So we're going to put it out there. Let's see what happens. I think Piastri might actually get his first points in the season. I mean, being in McLaren, they're, you know, mid-pack. Surely he's bound to get points. It's probably quite a safe bet, but I don't know, we'll see. Despite putting Williams and Piastri last, I do think Williams will improve this season. Who the hell is Susan? I do expect Williams to improve this season, and I also think Logan Sargent does perform better than, you know, people think. I know I've put him last, but this is his point, his chance to prove us all wrong, and I think he might do it. So who knows? I think there'll be close battles and even maybe some collisions in Alpine. I mean, you got two young drivers, you know, really want to do well, really want to prove themselves. And I think all that becomes too much because I think with them being very close to each other, I think in terms of, you know, pace and experience, you know, I think with them also being, you know, level playing field, that neither of them are number one driver. I don't think neither of them number one driver. I think they come to blows because they want to, you know, prove something and they want to be better than each other. I think Noda gets replaced at the end of the season. You know, like we've already said, he is going to be hot-headed, I reckon, with the Freeze coming in, and you know he's on what, third season now, and this is when people should be starting to get better and better. He's kind of been thereabouts, but I don't think he improves, and I think because he doesn't improve, he gets replaced, unfortunately. And last but no means least, bold statement alert, I think Lewis Hamilton retires at the end of the season. Yep, I said it. I know there's a lot of people that are going to hate it and going to argue it. I don't care. It's my predictions, alright? I think, you know, with Mercedes still not being up there and he's going to get frustrated, you know, he said he'll give it one more season this season to see if, you know, Mercedes can get up there. I don't think they will get up there, and for that reason, I think he retires because, I mean, I'd like to say he's getting on a bit, but I don't think he's not realistically that old. I mean, look at Nando's; he's still in it, and he's way older. So, I don't think it's that, but I just think he's had enough. He hasn't got the car to do it, and I don't think he wants to obviously get the 8th. He wants to be all-time top records. Personally, I don't want him to do that because I'm a Schumacher fan, so I don't want him to. So I'll be happy for him to leave. No offense, Hamilton. I'm sorry, bro. I love you. I respect you, but yeah, I just think he retires at the end of the season because he's just frustrated. I don't think he moves to another team because I don't think he wants to bother. I mean, who's going to have him? I don't think Red Bull would have him, and I don't think he goes to Ferrari. I always thought he might go to Ferrari one day. I don't think he does it. Ferrari don't have the reliability. Maybe he could put up a fight in Ferrari, sorry, but yeah, I just don't think it happens. So yeah, I mean, that's my predictions. Let me know what you think. We're going to review this at the end of the season and see how wrong, or hopefully right, we actually were. So you'll be able to catch that at the end of this season. And also I've got a video coming out soon where I actually react to my previous year's predictions, and I haven't filmed that yet, so I don't know how right or wrong I was. I'm pretty sure I got a few of them right. I could have been very wrong though, so be sure to check that out. And for all more sort of car content, you know, we're doing Formula 1 content, we're doing all sorts of car bits on this channel, so be sure to subscribe if you're just a car nut and Formula 1 nut like me. And yeah, check it all out. You know what to do, the usuals. But as usual, thanks for watching. See you later.